from 6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the website, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Oh yeah, fun one today. Fondue set next to a helmet. What are these random assortment of words? What could this mean? What are Ben and Liam referring to? Well, thy listener, you'll just have to enjoy the podcast to find out.
Just before we jump into the podcast, Liam, really briefly, you know how yesterday's podcast was called R.I.P. Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
We got a message, and we were laughing, saying, like, I wonder if anyone actually thinks he's passed away.
Yeah, because we, it's R.I.P. Jason Momoa's hair is what it was going to be called. And then he said it's more shock factor, it's more clickbait if we just left it at R.I.P. Jason Momoa.
Yep, so we got a message on the Ben and Liam Instagram DMs from Harry, and old mate Harry said, hey, Ben and Liam, got home from work yesterday. Oh, sorry, today, because it's the day he sent it. He said, got home from work, I opened up Spotify, AirPods in, ready for the podcast, and I saw R.I.P. Jason Momoa. My heart sunk. I thought, oh no, something terrible has happened. I didn't think death, but I thought maybe he's in hospital or maybe there was a scandal, so it was about his career. I didn't Google it. I proceeded with the podcast to find out. You both had me fooled.
I love that. He trusted us with the Momoa goss. He's like, because I thought, if I see something like that, I'm like, bullshit. And I look it up straight away. 100%. And I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
But he's gone, Ben and Liam will get to it. It might not be at the start of the pod.
What if it was at the end of the pod?
He just has to listen.
You just have to wait.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that going? Oh, what's going to happen? When are they going to talk about Momoa?
Yeah.
I think we quashed it pretty soon.
We did, yeah.
I like that. He started listening to that podcast thinking Aquaman was dead.
Or his career was. Enjoy.
Ben, you're a smooth-talking, cappuccino-sipping city slicker, but that wasn't always the case, because deep down, you're just a stinky farm boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I would take offence, but I was a stinky farm boy for sure.
How many years did you do on the dairy?
4.5. Yeah,
it's a long time to be milking cows. You certainly know your way around a teat.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I find it offensive. I find it a bit of a slap in the face that we've never been invited to the annual milk-off.
At the Royal Show.
Do you know there's an annual milk-off?
Yeah.
It's called the Celebrity Milk-Off.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've always thought to myself, and I never said it out loud, I would cream them. I would wipe the floor with everybody else.
You'd curds and weigh them. Yeah, that's it. I mean, and look, I'm not saying we're celebs.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing the list, and I'm not saying all those people are celebs either. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking it seems like an obvious, like you're on the radio.
Yep.
You've done 4.5 years on the dairy.
Yep.
Why the snub? Why the snub?
Maybe they know I would milk all the cows dry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once I start milking one, I can't stop. Got to do the rest.
Well, that's it, because there's like a Channel 9 team, a Channel 7 team, and whatnot, and all the media companies sort of compete.
Yeah.
But
you give me a cow's got a bit of mastitis, I'll sort it out.
I don't know what that is. Is that?
So that's like when you get cows dry, because they make so much milk. If they don't get milked, they can develop mastitis, which is like where the milk essentially it clogs up.
Oh,
and so you've got to get the mastitis out, and there's like relief for the cow.
Even though, like, obviously,
you got to know what you're doing to do that. You know what I mean? If I gave you a cow mastitis, you wouldn't know what to do with it.
I don't know what I do. I don't even know if I know what I do with one without the mastitis. To be honest, is it a tugging? Is it a squeeze and a tugging motion, or is it like what is it like?
It's more of a roll. The best way I can describe milking a cow for those that haven't done it is, when you blow up an air mattress.
Yeah.
And you've got to deflate it after, and they've got that valve.
Yeah.
You've got to get that.
Yeah.
You've got to get that sweet spot for the air to flow out.
You've got to get the valve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, you don't blow it up. It doesn't work that way.
Might get mastitis.
Well, that's it. No one ever goes like, no one uses their mouth, do they? Is that like, do people do that if you've been working on the dairy for a long time? Yeah. Straight in the mouth.
I have done it, and my boss used to actually do it where...
you walk in and your boss... Oh, what are you doing there, Kevin? Just milking, just testing. No, just right, I say, just right.
My boss, he would just go every morning straight into the coffee.
Oh, right. Boom.
Yep.
Just boom.
Fresh as it gets.
Well, guess what? I've called around.
Yeah.
And I have managed to get a place for Nova.
We got a team?
In the Celebrity milk off. We are going to be celebrity milkers, which is also a website. So, Ben, you're going to be on the tee.
I'll be the anchor. I'll be the...
I'm sort of there for morale, and I'll probably be like, like Channel 7, they're getting ahead, or like Brendan Raglas is over there, he's milking, he's doing two hands at once. I'll sort of
I'll be doing two hands.
Oh, excellent. Well, but like in a rally car, they have to have like a sort of a person pointing at the direction. It's like, turn hard right.
Yep.
I'll be doing that sort of stuff. They are teams of 3. So how many, is it 6? Do they have 4 or 6 cows? I know nothing about that.
What do you mean?
Do they have 4 teats?
Oh, teats, 4.
Okay, so we'll need another pair of hands.
Yep.
And I've signed up, she doesn't know this yet, but producer Belle, good morning.
Oh, nice.
Belle, we're going to have you on the right side, double teating, and Ben will be double teating on you, and you don't have to use your mouth, you can just straight hands you.
I'm telling you, there's no way I'm doing this.
I can teach you.
I am so against this.
I'm in the rally car cockpit. I'm sort of like...
What do you got against dairy farmers?
I have a lot against it. You know that I don't drink milk and I don't...
No,
eat
hang
meat.
on. You're vegetarian, but you're not vegan, so you do drink milk.
Yeah,
you have coffee every
I'm like
morning.
a week away from being vegan.
You like cheese?
Hang on, no. You don't get to say, I'm about a week away. Like, you like
I'm
cheese?
not doing this.
You like cheese?
Do you eat ice cream?
I don't support...
Well,
I
guess
don't want
what?
to say too much, but I don't support the cows being there.
Some dairy guy, like this
stinky
dude,
farm
he's going to
boy.
wake up earlier than you do for breakfast radio to milk it so you can enjoy your cheese.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not giving up my cockpit spot.
You didn't ask me.
Well, I was the one who, I don't know.
I'll teach you. It's
I
fine.
don't want to be taught.
Okay.
Well, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing.
What about Abby? Abby will do it.
Abby in the
newsroom. You free later on today for the celebrity milk off?
I feel that if you're a week away from being vegan, Belle, let's ramp that up by doing this today.
Yeah.
And it might change your mind straight away.
You didn't commit to being vegan.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Why not? Hang on. You either come to the milk off or you become vegan. And we hold you to it.
Then.
All right, you're vegan now then.
Okay.
And if we ever see you as much as sniff cheese,
we will come down on you like a gallon of milk. All right. Well, I suppose I'll have to get my hands dirty. I must admit, I'm really not wild on the idea either.
honestly, you don't need anybody else. I don't need someone else.
You reckon you single-handedly could beat teams of 3?
Mate, Brendan Raglas wouldn't know the first thing about milking a cow.
All right. Well, this is going to be exciting. Tune in tomorrow if you want to hear the results of the celebrity milk off.
A snorkel a day keeps the doctor away. Jump on the What If app to book your holiday with hotels, holiday rentals, cabins and more. What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Oh, yeah, 5 questions in front of you. If you get them all right, you get to pick the next song you play. Amy in Paralowie, you're already in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K. This is the first time you've ever played the 610 quiz.
It is, yes.
How do you think you'll go?
Probably terribly.
Have you heard other people playing it in the past?
I have not, no.
So this is like the first time you've listened at this time of the morning, or?
Oh, yes, probably at like this time. Normally I'm already at the gym or still asleep.
Yeah,
There's some holes in your story, Amy.
No, Amy, I reckon you're calling through with a fake name and you're one of our regular callers. Oh, yeah, not me. I've never been on before. Give me that prize.
Let's see how you go. 5 questions in front of you.
Okay, the wild weather and storms yesterday didn't cause too much damage in Adelaide, but it impacted Port Augusta. Can you name another port in South Australia?
Port Adelaide.
Good port. Coles have introduced a random bargains middle aisle, just like they have in ALDI. What supermarket is the mighty South Aussies?
Foodland.
The new iPhone has been revealed this morning. What is the name of the AI assistant in the iPhone who helps you out?
Siri.
iPhone 14 is a new one released. What do you got, Amy? What model are you on?
Oh, I'm on an 11 still.
Oh,
We're trying not to laugh. No, honestly, I don't. What have I got? What's that?
you got... It looks like you're probably on the 11 as well.
I feel your pain, Amy.
Liam hasn't even got 3 cameras on the back.
Oh, really? Is that a telltale? Is that a telltale sign?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Big loser energy.
I must be behind on the times on that one. You and me both, Amy. Okay. Well, Peppa Pig has introduced a same-sex couple in the series. What is the name of Peppa Pig's little brother?
Oh my But I have no idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
tricky.
I don't blame you.
Unless you've got kids, you're not really getting that. But
Do you have a guess? Do you have a guess at a random pig's name?
yeah, pig. What you might call a pig boy.
I have no idea.
Have a guess. Just say a random name, Amy. You might get it.
John.
Sean?
Sean, no,
No.
that Sean's a sheep. No, different.
Real iPhone 11 energy. I'm kidding, Amy. You were lovely.
Only had 3 cameras. Josh from Hackham. Do you know Peppa Pig's little brother?
I have a son, actually.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you've probably had to endure a bit of Peppa Pig. You might know this one then.
Yes, his name is George.
He's got it. Well done, Josh. Last one here. Gonna need your singing voice. Happy birthday to Pink. She's 43 today. Can you finish these lyrics?
Oh, no, I forgot the lyrics.
To be honest, it's kind of a tricky one because it's not even really lyrics. It's just like the little bit she does at
Yeah,
the
it's
very end.
da-da-da-da-da, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then there's like a little bit after that.
Nah, I've lost it.
Oh, it's all good. Nah, no worries, Josh. Julia, can you give us that little bit at the end of the...
Duh.
No, it's not another da, unfortunately. I mean, we play this song so often that it's really in our heads. But Darren, let's see if you can do it. That's it, Darren.
Pink does it. That's how she ends the song.
That's so good. Everyone had to answer all those questions, and you came on at the end and went, and then you win. How good's that? All right, Darren. Well, you're in the draw. You get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear Ben's song this morning?
Come on, Darren. I feel like it's that kind of day. It's a Thursday. It's raining. Top of 16 degrees. I would love for you to pick a bit of Shimmer. Or do you want to hear Liam's song?
Kanye, Daft Punk,
No,
Stronger. What are you thinking?
I'm sorry, Ben. It's got to be Liam's song. Absolutely.
Do you want Daft Punk?
Let's do it.
Yes, Stronger than ever. Thanks for playing, Darren. I'm going to make a call now. I don't think Shimmer's getting up for the next fortnight. It just feels like that.
It's a good song.
It's a bogey song, mate.
It's not a bogey song.
Well, the last 5 callers we've had don't tend to agree.
When we play it, it'll be glorious.
That's how long I've been on ya. Me like right now.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
There is a major change coming to Coles. So if you shop at Coles, you're going to be getting this. If you're a Woolies shopper, well, then maybe it's going to convert you. If you're a Foodland shopper, maybe it will convert you. But it's definitely taking inspiration, Liam, from ALDI.
Game recognises game. That's why you end up with things like the JFC, the Jack's Fried Chicken. If companies see someone else doing something well, they go, all right, well, we want in on that. And Coles are looking at ALDI going, well, what does ALDI have that we don't? The people at the checkout sit on a seat. Yeah, they're making people do the work on the conveyor belt. Are they good things? Not necessarily. What is a good thing about ALDI? That weird middle aisle that's low. It's like a long bucket with just the most random assortment of crap.
And as someone who doesn't shop at ALDI, that middle aisle has always freaked me out.
It's so funny.
It doesn't make any sense that you would just have a bunch of random stuff shoved in these metal baskets. There's no order. There's no rhyme or reason.
I'm not kidding you. I went to an ALDI like 20 minutes out of the city, and the fridge aisle was next to the bucket aisle. So I'm looking at a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Certainly not McCain's or any brand I'd recognise. It still probably tastes pretty good. I turn around, there's a fondue set next to a motorbike helmet.
Did you scream?
I did. I was like, well, whatever. I suppose there doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason to it. Yeah, I can buy some frozen nuggets and a golf club in the same aisle. That's fine.
The thing is, though, because we're not Aldi shoppers, we don't understand. But I know how many of them are out there, and when they convert to Aldi, people rave
Because
about it.
people also line up. Like if Aldi are like, we're releasing this thing.
Yeah.
People line up because they only have a certain amount of those things at each store.
But don't they do like TVs? Or they do
All
like
sorts.
awesome TVs for like
Everything.
$400. But once they're all gone, they're gone.
There's also they did deck chairs at one point, and my fiance, she didn't line up, but she got there that day,
Yeah.
and I must admit, pretty good deckies for like $30. They're like the best deck chairs we've got.
Abby in the newsroom, are you Team Aldi?
I'm not usually, but I have been a few times, and I got caught out once. I went in, and I think I was getting something. I was getting dinner, and there was a fondue set. I was like, that's fun.
You bought the fondue set?
That's probably the same one I saw.
Probably.
Next to the frozen pizza.
Well, why don't we do this morning then? What's the best thing you've bought from the Aldi middle aisle?
You know, the long bucket.
Yeah.
Chrissy joins us now in Seacliff. Your husband actually works at Aldi. Does that mean you find out about all the cool deals before they hit the magazines?
We sure do. So they have a work app and you get a sneak peek of the catalogue so you can be ready.
Oh, okay.
So what's the best thing you've got?
So our recent one was a big boom speaker thing.
Oh, yeah.
It probably sits about 1 metre high. And it's got party lights and it's got a microphone attached to
So
it.
there's always something gimmicky attached to it.
Yeah.
How much did that one set you back?
So it was in the clearance section.
Yeah.
So it was $200 down to $100. That's
pretty good.
So
You've basically stolen that.
Yeah.
You've walked in there and you've stolen that.
100%. And how are they making a profit off it? I don't know. Scott from Elizabeth, best thing you've got from Aldi, mate?
A huge caravan cover.
A caravan cover? Are you serious?
Yep. So we've got an old 80s caravan.
Yeah.
And, they have these set-size caravan covers. And you choose small, medium, or large. And, it fits the caravan so it protects the outside of it.
And Scott, how is it in terms of the quality? Is it good or is it a bit, how you going?
Well, look, I mean, I think it was about $120. It lasts, say, 3 to 4 years and you just replace it. So, considering for what it is, it seems pretty good. We've only had 1 or 2 so far and, you can open it up and keep the caravan cover on and get in the caravan. So,
Sounds like you're stoked about it, Scott. I like it's just so weird that they have that. You're like, excuse me, do you know where the tinned goods are? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's aisle 6 just next to the caravan covers. Yeah. You should probably know that. Duh.
Declan joins us now. Good morning, Declan. What did you buy from Aldi?
Good morning, mate. I bought a lawnmower about 2 years ago.
No way.
A petrol lawnmower or like one of those electric ones?
No, a petrol one, and it's going strong. So, never been serviced, and it's ripping. It's absolute ripping.
What did you pay for an Aldi lawnmower?
I don't know, mate, but it was dirt cheap. I reckon it was like $100.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's just doing the job.
I'm blown away. We're joined now by producer Belle to do this.
Cool or not cool? Cool, not cool.
Hello.
Producer Belle has 3 topics in front of her. We each have 3 seconds
3, 2, 1.
to decide whether those things are cool or not cool.
First up this morning, cool or not cool, be real.
3, 2, 1.
Not
cool. I don't even fully understand what Be Real is. I see it everywhere now.
It's like the new
social
it's like
media?
it's like Instagram or TikTok or
So
whatever.
how does it work?
So Be Real, it's kind of like a social media, but also just like a game, really. All it is you get a notification on your phone and it says, hey, share a picture of what you're doing right now. You can then choose to do it and you take a photo on your front camera and your back camera at the same time.
Yep.
And that then gets shared to whoever you follow and who follows you. So it just shows what you're doing and what you're looking
I've
at
had a
in that
few
moment.
people in my life go, oh, hang on, I just got to do my Be Real. And then they put the camera in your face.
Oh,
I think the last thing we need is more social media to keep across. If anything, if you want to be real, Talk to your mates. Go see your mum. Take the dog for a walk.
100%.
That's, get off your phone.
Ah.
Also, half the time I'm on my phone, if it wants me to be real, I'm pooing. For sure. Like, that's the main time I'm using it.
So you're obviously not on it. I'm not on it.
I'm
You're
not
not
on
on
it.
it.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay,
my
'cause
friends are.
People are starting to use it.
It's going to become a thing.
Yeah.
Well, it is already
It is
a
a
thing.
thing.
But yeah. But then again, you know what? In a year's time, we'll be like, oh my God, I love to be real. It's so fun. You know what I mean? Like TikTok, I was
Exactly.
like, no way, that's for kids. And now I'm like, good. Like, just,
Yeah.
you get addicted to what everyone's addicted to.
All right, next up, cool or not cool, the Royal Show.
3, 2, 1.
Cool.
Not cool. Am I allowed to say
You
that?
don't think the
Am I allowed
Royal
to say
Show's
that?
not cool? You don't think it's cool?
I think it's cool, like, when you're a kid, but for me, the age I am now, I'm a 26-year-old man with no kids. Like, I'm not enjoying myself there.
Yeah, and Liam, I'm a 28-year-old man with no kids, but I cannot wait to walk around the pavilions. I can't wait to go see those dogs. There's so many different dog breeds.
I can see dogs at the park.
There's
I don't
different
know.
cow breeds.
I don't know. That stuff, I'm still scarred from being like, that's the boring part. Like, realistically, I'm programmed to be like, the show bags are the fun thing. But
No
then It's
way.
just busy, and there's just too many people.
Even
and-
like, I don't even necessarily want solar, but like, I love like looking at the solar booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Just seeing what they got.
you can look on the internet for that, and someone can come and give you a quote.
to Bunnings.
I got a guy. I got a good guy.
I want a guy to tell me about a 4,000 litre rainwater tank. You know what I mean? Even though I don't need one, I want to see the pamphlets.
Whilst you're eating a good dog, go, maybe we need to get a rainwater tank. Everyone's leaving with like yellow brick road show bags and stuff, and you're like, I got 7 solar panels, a rainwater tank, and a
Yeah.
new wheelbarrow actually.
All right, finally, cool or not cool, group chats.
3, 2, 1.
Not cool.
I love a good group chat.
Oh, it annoys me so much. The only group chats I'm in are work group chats. Like, I don't want to talk to anybody,
I
let
should
alone a
add you
group.
into my boys chat.
I hate that you have that.
Yeah.
What do you talk about in that?
Just roast the hell out of each other. Just the gnarliest stuff in that
So
chat.
you haven't ironically called it boys. You've actually called it boys.
Well, we're all boys.
Boys.
So
And
lame.
but what we do is we spell it differently. So it's like B-O-I-S is one, and then one's like bush with.
That's almost as cool as you collecting your beer cans that you collect in your in your study.
The boys love it. You know, they come. Some of the boys give me cans because they know I've got. You know, they're like, "Oh,
You're
this is
so
a cool,
lame.
this is a cool can. You might like it."
You're so lame.
It's Ben and Liam.
Let's turn our keys and open the forbidden folder.
The forbidden folder is the section, Liam, where we put all the topics our boss has banned us from talking about.
Or it's just the stuff that you wouldn't normally do on radio because it's not the right vibe. It's a bit taboo, maybe. I don't know.
But you often find it's some of the best radio breaks that we do.
I don't think this one's raunchy, but it's definitely juicy. Are you about to break up? 13, 24, 10. If you're listening right now and you're about to break up with someone, you can remain annoymous.
It's rough, isn't it?
In fact, we would probably urge you to remain anonymous.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? Because they happen all the time. There's relationships right now which are on the brink of breakup. One knows it, one doesn't. Maybe they both know
Or maybe
it.
they both do. You know, you get a bit of a vibe sometimes. I feel like there's a dumping coming.
Growing apart.
You can feel a dumping in the
waters.
in the air. Yeah. 13, 24, 10. If you would like to talk to us about it, hell, maybe you can throw a few things around. We can
Maybe
give
you can
some advice, I don't know.
you remain anonymous, but we're your mates. You can come on. We can brainstorm.
We can role play it.
If you're not even sure, if you're like, maybe I want to, maybe I don't, and you want to bounce it off someone.
Robbie joins us now. Good morning, Robbie. How you doing?
Good morning, I'm well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So are you convinced in your own mind you're going to do the breakup? Are you unsure about doing the breakup?
A little bit on edge. I have been seeing this person for a few months now. It's still pretty new, but they walk on the beach with socks on, and I'm not sure I can get off that.
Yeah, right. That is
weird.
That's a nightmare. I'm a real shoes off. Like even like when people are like still wearing their thongs, I'm like, you got to get barefoot in that sand, otherwise it flicks up on the back of your calves and whatnot.
Are you saying, Robbie, that you're dating, or you're not? You're kind of seeing each other, but you wouldn't say it's a date.
It's pretty serious, but I feel that's a real ick that I'm not going to be able to get past.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think that the person's going to see it coming, or?
Well, not really, but I don't know how to say I'm breaking up with you because you wear socks on the beach.
Well, is it
So I mean,
is it one of those things where you could change that about them? You know, like
Yeah.
is that really like super key?
I feel quite picky in the sense.
Yeah.
But I think if someone kind of thinks like that, I'm like, something's got to be a little off here that I'm
Maybe
not sure.
you just need to talk about it with them, though, because maybe they don't realise how weird it is. Maybe they don't like the feeling of the sand on their skin. I just feel like in hindsight, if this was the love of your life, Robbie, that it all ended because they wore socks on the beach, then it might...
But I'm saying it already. Robbie wants a beach wedding. It's going to ruin all the photos. You know, this guy's got Explorer socks on.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, Robbie.
Good luck, by the way. Good luck with however it goes.
Tash joins us now. You are also going to break up with someone. Is this true?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
how long have you been in a relationship for?
We're just about to be a year,
Okay.
but I don't know that we can get to that.
Okay. So is this a today conversation? Is it a this weekend conversation that you're going to be having?
Yeah, I think so. Or before our 1 year for sure. Don't want to get to that milestone.
So what if you don't mind me asking, where are the problems coming into it? What are the problems?
Well, he's the typical Greek mama's boy,
Yeah.
which I just can't deal with anymore. Like, he's 27, he lives at home, his mum does his washing and puts it in his room and cleans his room, and I just, no. I need a real man, I think.
This is a strong word, I guess, but I mean, do you love them, or you wouldn't say you love them?
I feel like I don't think so. Not anymore.
Okay.
How are you gonna roll with this one, Tash? Like, how do you think you're gonna approach it? Like, what do you say first? I'm assuming you've done some dumping in the past.
I think like we're just not working out. Maybe just we don't have the same priorities. I feel like he's not ready to grow up yet. Like, I'm ready to go buy a house and get into adult things, and he's
got his mum cooking dinner.
You're looking at a 1-bedroom apartment, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be 2 rooms, right? Where's mum going to sleep?"
Do you?
No, she's not coming.
I think the interesting take on this, Tash, is: do you think that you're going to blindside him? Do you think that he doesn't see this coming? Does he love you in return? What do you reckon?
I don't know. I think I've said similar things before about maybe you can help out around the house, or maybe you should look at somewhere. And he just doesn't see a problem with anything, and I don't know, maybe he's not going to see it coming, but...
Yeah. You know what? The more we talk, I reckon dump his ass.
And whilst he's crying, you can head to Priceline. For health and beauty advice you can count on. Visit Priceline Pharmacy and chat with their pharmacist or beauty advisors.
Chat to them about pharmacy needs.
You'll be glad you asked because, you have got a $200 Priceline voucher. Tash, thank you so much for calling up. I know it's kind of a weird thing, and I really hope your boyfriend is not an over-listener because he'll really see that one coming now.
How many Greek dudes do you reckon are listening that a mama's boy is freaking out right
27 going, she does do a lot of my washing. Ben, we are joined now by producer Belle.
What's trending? Trending all over the internet. Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, it's that one day in September. The new iPhone 14 has been revealed. I will go through some of just the key features for you if you haven't seen
Because they
already.
look the same. On the surface, it looks like exactly the same phone being rolled out again.
I'm assuming that they've said it's got a longer battery life.
And now it's rose gold as well.
It's purple now, actually. There's a purple.
Okay, cool.
And yes, longer battery life, all of that. It has a 48 megapixel camera.
That's insane.
That is.
Isn't it what? I remember getting a phone and being blown away when it had an 8 megapixel camera. Now it's got a 48 megapixel.
48.
Wow.
It won't have a SIM card. They're now eSIM cards, so it's all digital. And one that actually stresses me out a little bit is the front screen will always be lit up now with the time and the weather. So it won't just be a black screen on the home screen. It will always have the time on it. And if you get the new Apple Watch, it can actually now tell if you've been in a car accident.
That's the problem. Imagine if you had a dink at the shops in the car park and then all your loved ones get a message saying, well, they've been in a car crash. You'd be like, oh, my God. That's when technology gets a bit too far ahead of ourselves,
And Zac Efron has given the reason why his face has completely changed in the last year. There's been rumours flying around as to whether he's had Botox or some sort of surgery.
Looks a little bit Botox.
Oh, there was those photos. Was it a few months ago, Belle? When the photos were crazy. He looked like he'd been stung by 20 bees. He'd had so much Botox pumped into his face.
A bit like Ken Doley.
Yeah.
Well, no, he has said in in an interview that the reason is that he was actually running in socks in his house and he fell over, hit his jaw on his fountain, passed out and woke up to his jaw being broken. And then from there, the muscles have just overgrown and really grown.
Yeah, no, it's the classic muscle overgrowing fountain face knock.
What did he fall, hit his chin, hit his nose and his forehead all at the same time?
The muscles just overcompensated.
All of the Kardashian sisters must have slipped and fell on a fountain too. Kim fell on her bum.
Also, how rich is Zac Efron that he slipped in his house and he hit his head on his fountain?
Where do you have your fountain in your house? Like,
is it in the main entrance?
Is it in the lounge room? That'd be annoying when you're trying to watch TV and it's got all the water sounds.
And finally, over to the US Open, Nick Kyrgios is out after he lost in 5 sets yesterday. He lost to Karen Khachanov and, of course, with usual Nick Kyrgios way, he also destroyed 2 rackets after the game.
Yeah, what a turd.
But look, hey, he was destroying rackets, but the opponent, Karen Khachanov, took it pretty well.
Karen, unbelievable effort. What's going through your mind right now into your first semifinals ever of a slam?
I did it, guys. Thank you.
Wow, cool words. They're going to go down in history.
I did it.
I am the winner. Pretty disgraceful seeing Kyrgios just go. I hate it when they do that, when they're just smashing. And they're like, literally smash a racket, get a fresh one out of the bag, smash that one, get another one out and smash it. And I don't know. I've never liked that guy.
Are you sure you want to commit to that later?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I feel like we do this every day.
Do you remember, though, like, yesterday we were talking about this story and you were saying how much you loved him?
No, I wasn't.
Get the harp out.
I love Nick Kyrgios. Oh, yeah, that's right.
See?
Yeah. My backflip. I thought he was on to a winner yesterday. I was Team Kyrgios.
Hope you're having a pod blast with a podcast.
It's Are You OK Day today, so a really important one, and it's a reminder to ask that question, or not just today, but all the time, especially if you feel like you need to check in on a mate or a loved one or someone you suspect isn't really acting themselves or having the best time in the best place.
Yeah, and just because it is Are You OK Day today, it doesn't mean that today's the only day you can ask someone if they're okay. It's just it's a good day for a reminder. And
I think we're in a much better space now, especially, this younger generation in the sense that a lot more people are open about their mental health, but there's still a bloody long way to go. That's for sure. I mean, we've always been big advocates for talking about your feelings, and certainly, we muck around a lot in the mornings, obviously, Ben, but we're sort of lucky with each other and, our friends and family. We've got a great support network around us. I know we're both great at the moment. I'll ask you now, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I do think, though, in the modern day that it's definitely a conversation you see on social media and stuff, but it does genuinely feel like there's a lack of strong male role models for a lot of people as well. So I think for 2 guys like you and I, Liam, to talk about it on the radio, it is powerful for someone a guy particularly who's not feeling okay, that he can talk about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, to be honest, if you followed our show or our journey at all, you might have heard this a few times, or maybe you're a newer listener and you've never quite known this part of our story before. But I mean, on this exact day, 6 years ago, I was in the worst place I've ever been in my life. And I had really a 9-month period of just feeling not myself at all and really down in the dumps, depressed. And, that came from a lot of things at the time. I was 20 years old. I'd moved to a new city and, we'd got our first sort of big radio job, you could say. It was a national sort of breakfast show, and there was a hell of a lot of pressure from that. And it wasn't going particularly well when we started. And so from that came a lot of negative feedback and trolls, and it really affected me to the point that I wasn't even enjoying leaving the house. I was so anxious about that sort of thing. And I really remember as soon as I remember it was Are You OK Day, and as soon as I opened up about all of that, it's so crazy, but all that stuff sort of went away. Obviously there's more to it and you sort of need to do more work on yourself, but it's so funny how powerful that was that day. And I was met with so much love, and it really sort of changed the way I think about a lot of things and sort of altered my life a little bit. And you can see, and that was obviously my unique example. Like, it was obviously, it sort of felt like tenfold because you're talking about it to an audience on a radio station. But I know from people in my life as well, friends, you have that sort of feeling as well when you can just talk out what you're going through with your loved ones and even your sort of mates around you, and knowing that someone can sort of be there to sort of share that struggle or be a sounding board is so powerful.
Yeah, and I think today obviously is Are You Okay Day, so it's important that you ask somebody if they're doing okay, but also even if you do feel like you're suffocating and no one has asked you, to go find someone to talk to.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it's a worst case scenario type thing, 13 11 14 is Lifeline. We'll say that again, 13 11 14. Those people are incredible. It's not some like crazy sort of government line where everyone's there and they're employed. These people literally, whether they've had similar experiences in their life or they've lost people to mental health, they're rocking up there and volunteering their time day in, day out and taking hundreds of calls and in crisis management. Ben and I have been in there before and seen them. Like last year we did something for mental health and
superstars.
Raise some money, and you will honestly not find better people to talk to. So even if you're not at that stage where you feel like you can talk to the people around you in your social circles, this is an anonymous line that anyone can call for free. And it's a service that is right here in Adelaide. You're not speaking to someone overseas or someone in Sydney or Melbourne. It's literally, they're around the corner and they're here to help.
I think another important message as well to someone listening now who might be feeling this way is it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah,
like if you don't feel okay, there's no shame in that.
Yeah.
Totally fine to talk to someone. Lifeline, like you said, Liam, is amazing. It's anonymous if you want to stay anonymous. It's important that you talk to someone if you need to talk to someone.
That number once more is 13 11 14.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.